Small or something.
See, this was all, it wasn't boggy, because it was lovely last time.
Well, this looks like where you described to me.
It is, it's in like, it's near the olive trees. It could be, I think it's through there, and then at back. But the path, this is where all olive trees are.
I remember you saying, "No, I can't go any further because there's olive trees."
Yeah, it's getting a feel of it. It's looking at that, there's nothing we can see, unless we can get up here. Like the ones to walk. Yeah, I bet we could.
Well, hello. How are we doing? You alright, viewers and subscribers? Right. I bet you're thinking, where the hell am I? I'm thinking the same, but no. Well, hello. How are we doing, viewers and subscribers? Right, where are we tonight? Well, you can see the parabolic marks out, which is a good thing, so that means we're listening to something. We're in a little bit of a clearing, but just over the back here you'll see there's a little bit of woodland, but beyond that, just at the edge of the actual wood there, what we stepped into before we set everything up, we're back near Liverpool Castle, and we're back right near the area. If you remember previous, or if you've not seen it, nip back and have a look at Mick McLaren's channel about the Dogman sighting near Liverpool Castle. It was in the summer of 2014, I think it was May if I remember right. So yeah, so they run across the back here. Well, the Dogman did actually, it chased them for a good length of time, to be honest. So that's where we're at tonight. It's not cold at all. I mean, there is a bit of, but it's not cold at all, to be fair. It's a lovely night, to be fair. It's nice and calm. We're all wrapped up, and Mick's, there's only me and Mick. We just thought we'd come out for a couple of hours, and Mick's gone changing he's had a trail camera up here, which you've probably seen as well. So he's gone, I don't think he's checking it, I think he's finding it, if he can find it, and changing the memory card and checking the battery. So he's going to leave it here, I think, for another couple, maybe a month, maybe a couple of months, I don't know. He's gone checking to see if everything's okay. So that's where Mick is. So yeah, so I thought I'd heard something as soon as we stepped into this side, because I've had a little bit of an inkling, you know, like when your ear's going to burst, that kind of thing, when we were walking in from the car park. And as soon as we walked into this kind of wooded area, it kicked in with a really, like somebody was squeezing your head. It was quite strange again. And I also got a bit of a pain in my chest, but not like a pain as in a health problem, like a bit of a gut feeling kind of thing. I don't know, it was a bit strange. I've never had that before, to be fair. I think Mick's coming up now, actually. You might see him there. There he is. I think that's Mick. Well, it should be anyway. Yeah, so we're going to sit in and wait. So that's where we are tonight. So we just spend a couple of hours out and check things and see what happens. But I have had a bit of a sense of something. Mick has had a bit of a sense of something. So we'll see what will be. What will be. Keep watching, and we'll see if we can find you lot, viewers and subscribers, out a lot more. See if we can find you lot a bit more. Thought I heard something then. Yeah, a lot more answers. But just having a look then and setting the parabolic up, and it's like something was moving behind us, but I'll keep my eye on it. Might be just leaves and trees, but might have actually picked it up on the camera, to be fair, but bear with me. Chair down here, chair, and there's a chair here, my chair. Hello again, you alright? Right, okay, so now you know where we're at, and I've said we're having a little bit of a sit down and see if we can hear anything on the parabolic. Mick has got some new tech now. It's quite interesting. He's got 4 items, but he's only brought 2 because some of them are for maybe, I don't know, they might come in next year where we do something on the lines of something in-house. You know, they're not really for the outside. So Mick's just going to tell you a little bit about, when he's putting each item down, about what it actually does. And then you know, we're not, when we were saying we're getting new stuff, we do get new stuff. So Mick will just go through what he's actually putting down. So I'll leave it with you, Mick.
So this one picks up both negative and positive magnetic anomalies, and what we do is we'll place it down and turn it on, and if there's anything unusual going on, these will go off, like using an EMF meter, but this works on the magnetic side. So anything, any magnetic anomalies around, be it negative, positive, that will go off. Negative, it'll start flashing red. Positive, it'll start flashing blue. So I'm going to place that there while it calibrates. So that's in place and that's calibrated. And this one is for air pressure. So it is a difference in the air pressure around here. I know we're outside, I know it's night time. It might not work proper because we are outside, but it'll pick up any difference in any air pressure around. And again, it calibrates to whatever atmosphere it's in, and then it'll go off when something unusual happens. So I'll put that next to it, and that's now calibrating. And that's already now, that'll stay that colour. If there's any high air pressure, it'll flash red, and if there's low air pressure, it'll flash blue.
So there you go, people. So we're not just sticking to the ordinary, the spirit kind of stuff. This is really, Mick's gone into this and had a really good look at the scientific side of things. And like I said, we're going for a different level of things. We're not just sticking to EMFs and all that. I brought my EMF actually tonight, but we're going a bit more on more devices, to be fair. So plus as well, we've only just got them, so we're going to give them a trial and see what they actually do come out with. It'll be very interesting, to be fair. I'm going to get the EMF out in a minute and check the temperature and everything and make a note of it and see if there is any change. But like I said, we have got something there what will alert us if there is a change. So there you go. So keep watching and find out more. Well, what's the chances? We've put the devices down and it's actually just changed when I turn the camera off. But it's nothing, we don't think it's anything paranormal or along them lines, but it shows it's actually doing its job. It actually went from green to amber, but as Mick says, it goes red when there's a sudden drop, like something's around. But yeah, it's quite interesting, to be fair. And there you go, it's actually just changed. I don't know if you can see that. It's changed to amber. back to green. So it's definitely working. So just to keep my eye on this and see when it's happening. It's quite good that, Mick, because it's not like, you know, when you go near an EMF meter and your phone's near it and it flashes. There's nothing like that at all,
No,
is
these
there?
don't pick up that
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
these are actually made to do the job. These are not like, you know,
They've been
run of them. Yeah.
scientifically made to actually work the way they work.
So there's no like two things what could happen. You go, oh, is it this, is it that, is my phone near it, is it, you know, is it on flight mode, all that kind of thing. There's no need, because you can walk around them, you can do what you want, but they won't only do sorry, they'll only do one job, and that's what they're made for. Very interesting. Ah, there you go, you see? Can you see it changing? But if you imagine these were actually in, you know, like a pub or something, and it did change, and the doors were shut and the windows, you'd know there was something kind of changing the air pressure. So, but like Mick says, outside, you know, unless there's a sudden drop. Fascinating. Yep, so stick with WH.I.T and we'll see if we can get you more answers. Thanks for watching.
So something invisible walks past them and they get picked out. But it'd go past and sort of disturb it like that. Like that moth then, did you see it?
No, well, I've got camera, I'm just looking at lens here.
So it'd be good in a room against a wall, you know, with an infrared watching, with these things going off as well.
Go on, just say where it is, mate.
But it's a laser to put against a wall, so if anything invisible,
Like a grid pattern.
yeah, if anything goes in front of it, you'll see the pattern of a person or entity or anything going through.
I'll try and show you people. There you go, on thingy. You can't really get a gist of it on camera, but it's firing little lights at the end of the actual, well, it looks like to you like little, it's like the SLS, you know, for the Xboxes in the early days, what they used to use. It's like looking at that, to be fair. It's quite interesting. But you can't really pick it up on camera, because I think it must be like ultraviolet or something.
It's an actual laser, but it's got
Yeah, it is
something on the
laser,
end.
like mixers.
You unscrew,
And you can change the ends or something.
and then it becomes a laser.
And it comes a laser as well. Interesting. Yeah, that's what we're trying to show you. but you can't see each little ball of light you can see has a line going to it. It actually looks like a Christmas tree light, to be honest.
So can you see my finger now going in front?
I see his finger now. If anything goes
So
through,
if anything came
you can
past,
see.
it
Yeah.
hit that.
So what Mick's saying is, if the actual new sensors, what we've shown you, actually detect something, and we get this little laser grid pattern pen out, and we shine it, and if we're shining it in the right direction, we might get something what passes through it, which is very interesting. Nice little tool. Very interesting. And I think, if I'm right, our associate member Darren got you that, didn't he, Meg?
He did, yes. Yeah.
So thank you, Darren. Thank you so much.
And it's got a little stand thing on it.
Oh, it's
Built
got a stand,
into it,
yeah,
so you
if
can like put it on a table if you're doing it.
Yeah, so like, you
Anything
know, if you're in
inside.
an actual pub or something, you know, or abandoned warehouse, haunted house, whatever you want to say, building, you could fire it onto one wall and maybe catch something. Well, fingers crossed you could catch something, but yeah, the idea is definitely there. It's very quiet here. It's lovely actually tonight. It's just dropping a little bit the temperature. It was about 10 degrees when I looked on the EMF meter, and I'll have another look in a bit, see if it's dropped a bit more, but it's a lovely night. I think Mick's getting a little bit cold. Keep watching. Right, okay, yeah, go on, it's on now. So Mick's just going to show you what the actual laser pattern grid simulation is going to be like if an entity or something paranormal walks through it. So yeah, go ahead, Mick. Ready when you are. Ah, I see.
Can you see me?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as an SLS, but without the lines.
Yeah. So you get the figure of me walking through.
Yeah, cool. That's cool, that. There you go. Very interesting.